Good evening, and welcome to the April Mishawaka Planning Commission, April 13th. And want to welcome you all here. Tonight's meeting is both in person, virtual, or by phone, and we want to welcome everybody. And we just ask everybody to be courteous. And while there is not a mask mandate throughout Indiana, there is still one in effect for St. Joe County, and we would appreciate you wearing a mask if you're able to. I'm not going to wear one when I'm speaking. But with that being said, I would just like to say that while we're in person and some people are attending virtually or by phone, we want to be courteous. So we'll hear from folks who are here in person, and those wishing to speak in favor, and also those wishing to speak virtually or on the phone. We'll do the same thing with public hearing in opposition, those in person and those by phone or attending virtually. We'll close the public hearing and we'll take action. We ask those who are attending virtually or by phone to mute their phones until they need to speak, and then unmute it. And obviously be courteous and make sure that we're not talking over one another. That's the long and short of it. And we appreciate everybody being there. The rules of procedure are up. We'll first hear from the presentation by the petitioner. Next, those who wish to speak in favor, those who wish to speak against, the right of rebuttal, commission discussion, and commission vote. All right. Carrie, would you hold
Chris
roll?
Jamrose. Here. Murray Wynn.
Here.
Woody Emmons.
Here.
Chris Nabowski.
Here.
Matt Lynch.
Yes.
Nick Triola. Chris Torty.
Here.
Dale Freeman.
Here.
Kathleen White Gaddich. Here.
All right, so the March 9th, 2021 meeting minutes were distributed. Any questions, comments before we take action? If not, I'll take a motion.
Second.
Motion by Commissioner Woody, second by Commissioner Freeman. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. And that passes unanimously. Any conflicts of interest? No. All right, first up is public hearing, petition 21-03, a petition submitted by Morgan E. Mick requesting to rezone 1803 Lincoln Way West from C1 General Commercial District to R1 Single Family Residential District. Is there somebody here? All right, please come forward. State your name and address for the record, and tell us a little bit about your petition, please.
I'm Andrew Mick. This is my daughter Morgan Mick. We both live at 515 Edgewater Drive. What do you want to know?
Tell us why you want this rezoned.
Well, we need it rezoned because it apparently used to have a house on it, and then it was turned into what, ratty investigations or something. So Morgan has bought this piece of property to build a house, and we think it's better for the community considering everything around it is residential.
Okay. Anything else, Morgan, you'd like to add?
We're always on the same page.
Okay, we'll talk later. Any questions from the commissioners?
Welcome to Mishawaka.
Well, actually, she's lived in Mishawaka most of her life except for school, so yeah.
As a homeowner.
Yes.
All right,
So,
thank you.
that's it? Great.
We're not completely done. Stick around. Anyone else wishing to speak in favor of petition 21-03? Anyone in person or by phone or virtually wishing to speak in favor of petition 21-03? Seeing none and hearing none, is there anyone in person or by phone or attending virtually that wishes to speak in opposition to petition 21-03? Hearing none and seeing none, close the public hearing. Any questions, comments before we take action? Hearing none, I'll accept a motion.
I would move that we approve petition 21-03.
Motion made by Commissioner Wynn to approve.
Second.
Second by Kathy White Gaddich. Carrie, would you please poll the commissioners?
Chris Chamrose?
Yes.
Murray Wynn?
Yes.
Woody Emmons?
Yes.
Chris Nabowski?
Yes.
Matt Lynch?
Yes,
Chris Torty?
Yes.
Dale Freeman?
Yes.
Kathleen White Gaddich?
Yes.
and that passes unanimously. Welcome to Mishawaka. Yes. Thanks, folks. Appreciate it. You can stick around for the next 5 minutes. Next up is site plan 21-02, a request for final site plan approval submitted by Mishawaka Property LLC seeking approval of the 10,857 square foot expansion to the Medical Behavioral Hospital of Mishawaka, Rivercrest Specialty Hospital, located at 1625 East Jefferson Boulevard.
Good evening. Mike Huber with Marsh Consultants, 315 West Jefferson, South Bend, representing the petitioner here this evening. I'm distributing an updated site plan. This has been updated since our initial submittal. We haven't submitted this to the city yet, just kind of in the process still. This will address at least one of the comments that we had heard from the fire department related to the original site plan. As was noted, we've got about a 10,000 square foot addition to the building, additional 16 beds, and a couple small expansions to some social rooms on the side of the building facing the river. There's some minor changes or some revisions to the parking layout as it faces the new expansion. We're creating a new retention basin on the property to store the stormwater off of the new addition. And we're not requesting any other additional developmental variances or anything. We're staying within the required parking spaces and everything. So we meet the requirements of the zoning ordinance and the PUD that governs the site. After we submitted the original site plan, there were really two primary issues that came out of our review, primarily by the fire department. The current building did not have access for fire equipment to that side of the building that faces the river. So you'll notice on the so north is kind of to the, up to Jefferson Boulevard. So you'll notice kind of at the north end of the expansion, we've constructed a new 12-foot sidewalk, 150 feet long, goes around the east side of the new expansion to provide the fire department access that way. Additionally, we're creating a new, it's going to be green block pavers with grass growing under them around the back and side of the west and south side of the building, another 150-foot path extension to allow the fire department access in the back from that side as well. In meeting with the fire department, they seem to agree that that would provide them sufficient access that they would need. Additionally, this development is fed off a single water main from the water line, the primary water main at Jefferson Boulevard. So it kind of acts as a giant stub. And there are currently 2 fire hydrants here. And if you activate them both, it drains all the pressure. And the fire department and the water department both had some concerns about the level of water pressure to fight a significant fire down there. They recommended that we create a system. There's another water line just to the west of our property that serves the Highland Village development that we can actually tap into and create a loop to eliminate that and provide the adequate pressure necessary. Working with Highland Village and with the city engineering department, we've located an easement that we can actually get access to. It's an existing city easement that we can run the new water line up through there. And so we'll be revising the plans to access that easement and create the water loop as required and requested by both engineering, fire department, and the water department. So we feel like we've found solutions to the 2 primary issues that were raised by the fire department that we can adequately meet their requirements and provide a really safe plan for the expansion. Other than that, we're working with engineering and planning to address some of the other minor concerns, and we anticipate being able to turn these plans in relatively quickly. The client wants to have the improvements constructed by the end of the year. That's a very aggressive timeline. So we're hoping to get these revisions turned in as of potentially the end of this week, so that we can get our permits and move forward with construction, pending your approval of our site plan this evening. And we appreciate your consideration of our request tonight.
Thank you. Any questions from the commissioners? All right, thank you. Because this is a site plan, this is not a public hearing. So, seeing that there are no questions, are there any comments? Thoughts?
Pretty much fills up the lot.
There's a lot there. All right, I'll accept the motion.
I motion to approve site plan 21-02.
Motion to approve made by Kathy White Gaddich,
Second.
second by Commissioner Torti. Would you poll the commissioners, please?
Chris Jamrose?
Yes.
Murray Wynn?
Yes.
Woody Emmons?
Yeah.
Chris Nabowski?
Yes.
Matt Lynch?
Yes.
Chris Torti?
Yes.
Dale Freeman?
Yes.
Kathleen White Gaddich?
Yes.
And that passes unanimously. Thank you very much. Any old business? New business? Privilege of the floor? With that, thank you for coming. This meeting's adjourned.
Not bad. Not bad.
How you been, Ken? Good, good.
Like it